shoulder. See, a lot of times we need to encourage ourselves. Because don't you know that God made you fearfully and wonderfully made? See, God made you in the image of Him. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, remember, you are looking at a God. So when you look at yourself eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder, tell yourself that you are the head and not the tail. This situation is only temporary. That I would get this, I would survive, that I would strengthen. God is my healer. See, God got you. Sometimes we need to know who we are. To look at ourselves in the mirror, shoulder to shoulder, eyes to eyes, and look and encourage ourselves. Because God, what He got for you is blessed. Welcome to Hot Sauce Poetry! I'll put you in a different track. My name is Articulate, the founder of Hot Sauce Poetry. We got our host is running a little bit late because it is raining and it's cold outside today for some reason. Well, not some reason. This is Chicago, so I already know how it goes. We clothes for it or nothing like that. If you dig in your nose or if you know eating it or not, you know, we just get those pictures out. She was going to be doing pictures. So what we're going to do is we're going to call up the first open mic artist to the mic. And I think the list is out front. Okay. So I'm going to do a poem and you can text me who the first person is. If you all want to participate in the open mic, you can. We also have what we call paper poetry. Paper poetry is when we bring around a clipboard and you can drop out a couple of bars. You can actually text me the name of the person as well. Text me the person that's going to be on the list and I'm going to grab my cell phone. Yvonne, you can give me my cell phone and I'm going to do a poem right quick. Alright. So this poem here is actually was written about a coworker that didn't wash her hands when she left the bathroom. And I used to work for corporate America. And by working for corporate America, we had certain people that do certain things that just what? Yeah. So this coworker, she never washed her hands when she left the bathroom. And everybody felt some type of way about it. Some people wanted to report her to HR. Other people felt like, well, you just need to tell her about herself. And I'm a nice person. I don't like to just tell people about themselves. They have to be real, super like nice and so forth. So I told her one time to kind of like, hey, I got to deal with my body language when she came out the stall. I was like, hey, kind of wash my hands and so forth so she can see. But she just never washed her hands. So in the midst of me having downtime at work, I wrote a poem about it.
Here you go.
And it's called Why Can't You Wash Your Hands When You Leave the Bathroom? So I seen you in the bathroom and you didn't wash your hands. You got out the stall, touched the exit door, and then you shook that dude's hand. Now I thought you was nasty or maybe you forgot. But soap only takes a couple of seconds, so how come you couldn't stop? And you didn't even put water on your hands, and that ain't even cool. Especially since you was in that stall doing a number 2. Now you coming over there to my desk cubicle touching stuff. But don't you still get stinky in their cuticles, like all that crap and stuff? So I don't want you to touch nothing on my desk. And what I'm going to do is give you a gift of sanitizer. And this is a gift from me to you. But then I noticed you decided not to use that too. You said you're going to use it in case you have to or in case you had visible stains on your hands. I'm like, man, you's a hot mess. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You better make sure you use that sanitizer the next time you're talking about touching my desk. So that was like a spirit moment poem I did at my job. And that was a while ago, like several months ago. She still don't wash her hands. But yeah, so if you know anybody like that don't wash their hands, let me ask you this.
Okay.
What would you have said? In show of hands, what would you have said if you had a coworker that didn't wash their hands? Show of hands. Q, what would you tell that person? Like,
I would not associate with them.
and you gotta see them all the time. They in a cubicle across from you, and would you hit around or you just wouldn't say anything?
I would write hit around it, like, just keep talking about how people are nasty, they don't wash their hands.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then wait for her to respond to what you're saying, like,
I'm not rude, no.
Anybody? Any suggestions in the back? Okay, you, Jason.
So we had this situation at our house, and we turned it into a hymn.
A hymn.
Brothers, no wash your hands.
So you start singing the song
About the washing of their hands.
about the washing of
It's
the
a hit.
Did they catch the hint at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, what they say, like, you talking about me, bro?
You gotta make it comfortable for them to do it.
You can make it comfortable, okay. So what you're saying, maybe I should have just read the poem to her, or you typed it up and print it out and laid it on her desk and just laid it on her seat so she can read it and say memo at the top.
time, go and wash your hands. Go and wash your hands. Go wash your hands. Go and wash your hands. And scrub it around your hands. Round your hands. Round your hands.
Go ahead, Aloma.
So we're gonna call up the first open mic artist to the mic. This is her first time. The open mic list is open in case you want to do some poetry if you feel comfortable, or you have a business. If you have a business, if you have a brand, write down, go to the open mic. We would like to hear about your business. Definitely we can kind of, email you, or you need us to be on your email list. So if you have a business or brand, you can actually write your name or your business on the open mic list and tell us a little bit about it. So we're going to call up the first open micer. If you want to do one or two poems, you can. Give it up for Drury! Let's spray the mic. Oh yeah, we like to spray the mic when everybody come up. You know the secrets. You know the curve and the line.
I actually do tarot readings and I make art on t-shirts. You guys are interested.
Woo-hoo!
This is a little poem I wrote recently. Drifting to sway and swaying to leave. Melting into one and merging with the sun to unravel what's been done to all of us. Connected to you, I see what you can do because you're a part of me, so you know this. I spread my big bubble while I continue to ramble because life is a gamble, so much you can do. Do not say or convey your thoughts, only relay and lead that emotion consciousness of being. So express your creation, form imagination, so there's no variation in all of our realities. Until then, we're drifting this way and spinning away from the road. Thank you.
Come back up here, man. Come back up here. Hey, bro, give me your mic.
children walk as the world thinks to run. Everyone is staring. Is it all in my head? A butterfly signals and then it attacks. I fall to the ground, and the bugs get a snap. Turning to Play-Doh and melting away. I poisoned myself, and now I shall pay. Fight to live or surrender and die. I chose death. And now I'm truly alive.
Give it up for jury, you guys. Come on, give it up for her. It takes a lot of courage to come up here. So, y'all need to give it up for her because it takes a lot of courage to come up here and share your work. How's everyone doing tonight? My name, I was going to do my own introduction because you now.
Our whole family came in the building tonight.
I'm going to speak me time tonight, y'all, but I'm ready.
I'm not even up with a book icon, a child spoken word artist who comes a long way. She is the host of Hot Sauce Poetry on Fourth Flag and Woo Woo with Angelique Amber.
Friday, how's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Well, as we mentioned, my name is Angelique Ambers, and I have the pleasure of being your host tonight. I don't know about you, but I had a long week. I'm so glad it's Friday. Today was my son's last day of e-learning, so I don't know if there's any parents out there, but the e-learning has been a hot mess. So I'm so glad it's over. Kudos to the teachers. I didn't know all that they do. I'm like, every teacher appreciation I will not miss, okay? They don't get a gift card or something, because there's a lot of work going into that. So yes, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a poem, and then I am hopefully going to get a little participation, because I got some questions for y'all tonight. So I'll start with a poem. And this poem is titled Strength in Him. I'm chosen by the King. I wear my crown, I never let it tilt down. He tells me, hold your head up. You're not your mistakes. With me, you're covered by grace. His mercy holds no judgment, so I push forward, knowing I'm destined to live in prosperity, the wealth of Him in me. For the promises of God are yes and amen. The glory of Him shine within. Led by the Holy Spirit through seeking the Word, my focus and vision can't be blurred. As I'm guided by the Most High, I no longer have to act timid or shy. There's power in declaration. Opening your mouth to speak a thing, attaching your faith, for you're covered by the King of Kings. Through Him you can do anything. His children destined to be the head and not the tail. Follow Him and you'll never fail. Don't let the devil have you dwell and feel compelled to live a life of sin. Search within. Beyond temporary pleasures, there is a bigger endeavor. My God has never lost a battle. He set me free from any chains or shackles. At the mention of His name, all things of Him must flee. He makes the sick healthy and the blind see. He turns darkness to light, and we're all precious in His sight. The true meaning of love, there is no one above. So do not be weary, even when tired. To walk in abundance, all that's required is to surrender all and walk in obedience. Have faith for things unseen. Bow down and worship the King of Kings. Thank you. So that piece is titled Strength in Him. And I don't say things out of frustration, but we're manifesting those things. So just make sure you remember that there's power and you have authority inside of yourself. So even when you're facing tough situations, open up your mouth. Don't be afraid to let somebody know, or even say, you know what, I'm gonna make it through this. So I actually want to go ahead and get into a little fun activity. So I'm gonna need a male and female participant. Who wants to participate? Don't be shy, y'all. Come on. I'm gonna pick somebody. Does anybody want to participate? I'm gonna ask y'all a very quick question. That's very easy. I'm gonna go to y'all because y'all right here. I'm gonna walk on over. What's your name, sir?
My name is Julian.
Julian. Okay, and your name, beautiful?
My name is Brittany.
All right, we have Brittany and Julian. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys, and audience, you think about this too. So this is a question I heard someone, and I'm like, that's a good question. So I want you guys to tell me, when you think about your mate, what is out of these 4 things, list them in order. Okay, they are loyal, have great personality, so loyalty, personality, looks, it's 5 things, I'm sorry. Loyalty, personality, looks, the physicality, SEX, y'all, and then money. In order. So, loyalty, personality, looks, money, and then sex. This one is hard because it's difficult to, so when you think about your mate, like what's at the top? What can you not, like if this person does not have this, you just can't, y'all can't even move past that first date. Yes, I agree, because if we don't have that connection, it's not happening. What about you, Brittany?
I was gonna say sex. No, I'm sorry. Personality.
Don't be shy, girl, because look, it's okay because we don't pass judgment, right?
Personality for sure.
Girl, you don't gotta change the answer. It's okay. Okay. Don't get quiet. Now, see, some people think people gonna judge. No, we're not judging because that is important in some, aspects unless you're waiting for marriage, and I respect that too, y'all. I respect that. All right. So I won't make y'all order them. So what's the least important? You think out of all of those, like if we don't got this, it's okay. Wait for him to go first. Okay, go ahead. She said you gotta go first, so. He said the least important is money.
On everything.
Y'all agree with that? The least important is money. Who agrees that the least important thing is money?
Definitely.
We got a couple ladies in the back, okay? Okay.
Loyalty.
Loyalty, money, sex, personality, looks. Come on, Brittany, what you gonna choose? I'm gonna say, like he said, money, and maybe it's because he's a guy, but I promise you, please don't talk to me if you broke. I'm not even trying to be rude or nothing, no disrespect, but please don't approach me if you broke. I want you to focus on whatever else you need to do right now. Look. Okay, Brittany said looks. Who agrees that looks really isn't that important? Like if somebody is super loyal, they got this great personality, they got money in the bank. the thing that doesn't matter. Don't know the most important. Yeah, the most important. Personality. We got another one for personality. Okay, I'm gonna choose somebody in the back just to get some different energy here. Cause they said they don't care about money, so I want to know what's the most important thing for you. Loyalty. You know what? I agree. Cause honey, if you ain't loyal, just keep it moving. Cause I ain't got time. You know, people be switching up, flip-flopping these days, so loyalty goes a long way. I like that answer. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna pick on somebody that I know out here in the crowd. Abdullah! Hi, how are you? What's the most important to you out of those? You want me to repeat them? Well, respect wasn't part one of them, so you gotta go out of the loyalty, personality, sex, love, or money.
Which one's most important? Out of those five? Sex.
Oh my gosh! I'm done.
Oh my God.
No. You know what? It's okay.
Oh my God.
You're wrong for that, but it's okay. So anyway, just so that you guys know, the cafe is open for drinks. If you guys want to get drinks, they also have sandwiches, a lot of delicious little snacks. So check out the cafe, you guys. And then also, if you want to sign up for the open mic, if you want to showcase
No
your talent,
sandwiches.
definitely go ahead and sign up. And don't be afraid. You know, a lot of times people get fearful, but all right. I had to check to see who was on the open mic list, y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, before I do this, I need to check y'all temperature. Because like I said, it takes a lot to get up here, so I need to make sure the energy is right. So when I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Oh my gosh, I'm about to fall asleep. I said, when I say hot sauce, y'all give me poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. Hot sauce. Poetry. All right. To give it up for Kayla as she comes to the stage. Give her a very warm welcome. I'm Kayla Okay. I'm Kayla Dakota. I'm a creative director. I'm a entrepreneur. I'm a filmmaker. I'm so many great things. I work with House of Poetry as a project manager, door person. Thank you. So I'm gonna read my poem. This is my second time on the mic, so I'm a little less nervous this time. I'm not a poet or a spoken word artist, but I like to write. So
You want some tea? You want some iced tea from in there?
Oh no, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it.
So this is a situation that I overcame, domestic violence. I'm a survivor.
I'm finna run to White Castle and get some sandwiches.
My heart yearns for your love,
Hey,
but my mind keeps slaying back those horrific memories. My body wants your touch, but the scars you gave me, the scars you created gave me some insecurities. I lust for your lips so sweet and soft. They speak to my soul every time they're against mine. You know, I get mine. My heart yearns for your love, but my mind keeps playing back those horrific memories. I'm learning love don't hurt, so why have you battered me? I love you, and yes, you love me. I guess my love is stronger, I see. 3 years has passed, and my scars are getting deeper now. Not just physically, but mentally. Yes, you love me, but now I hate you. And you're sitting back like wondering what got into you. I love me more, and it's deeper than it ever was. Now I'm looking at you like what I'm putting up for. I'm learning love don't hurt, So your I love yous are turning into boo-boos, and your touch is so irritating. Your body on top of mine was once a sexual invitation, now it's nothing more than first-time molestation. You mind raised me into believing you were the one for me. I let you take control of my mind because I needed you. I felt security. When I laid in your arms at night, I felt protected. I felt your love, your heart spoke to mine as our hearts corresponded. My heart yearns for your love, but my mind keeps playing back those horrific memories. Those doctor visits, doctor notes, and police reports I needed for clarity haunts me. I'm hurt and love don't hurt, so why you taking it out on me? All I ever did was try and love you. I never understood how you so mad. You made love to me, your soul spoke to me, our hearts connected and we became one. My heart yearns for your love, but my mind won't stop playing back those horrific memories. That's that piece.
Yes, y'all give it up for Kayla. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all give it up for Kayla, Dakota. Thank you so much. Now, it takes a lot to be vulnerable and share a story, especially something like that with domestic violence and, being vulnerable up here. So give it up for her one more time. Thank you so much for sharing. My reputation is not Dakota because obviously she is, because I was connecting with that. Thank you. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, so thank you so much for sharing, and anybody who has a story to tell, never be afraid to tell your story because you think of, what someone else might think or judge you by. Because, there is a responsibility that comes with surviving. When you share your story, you might help the next person be able to overcome or realize that they don't have to stay or settle for a situation. So never be afraid to get up and get on the mic and don't think like, oh, I'm not a poet or I'm not this and that. You everything that you say you want to be and everything God says you are. So don't be fearful. Again, so if you want to get on the mic, go on and sign up. So anyways, because we are in a coffee shop, I'm going to go ahead and give another piece, and then I'm going to call another talented artist up. And this piece is titled Espresso Shot, because I think y'all need to wake up. I am... Oh my God.
I'll take it out your face.
I was going to say, it's still working. It's still working, y'all. Okay.
Here, try it.
I don't even need my I am like a morning cup of coffee, awakening you from feeling groggy. My warmth and addicting aroma, alluring to my charismatic persona. Through me you gain energy, sugar, cream, spice, all complimentary, made especially to your taste, a recipe that cannot be traced. For the ingredients are one of a kind, the flavors alone will blow your mind. I know you want a sip. Now, if y'all thirsty, go ahead and head to the cafe. But I am going to call up the next open micer. I don't know if you all have had the pleasure of seeing him perform before, but he is one of my personal favorites. His songs always have a great message. So I want you to give a warm welcome to the brother who obviously enjoys having sex, Mr. Abdullah. Yeah, I call him Nah, that wasn't a trick question. I see what's on your mind. It's okay. It's all right.
So while Abdullah is setting up, what we're going to do is we're going to give away some prizes. Oh, matter of fact, you want to talk about paper?
Yeah, we just start this one first.
Okay.
So this is paper poetry, you guys. This is really, really fun. So when this comes around to you, I'm going to start over here. When this comes around to you, just write what's on your mind, and at the end of it, we're going to just read it. It's a long poem. But don't try to read what the person wrote above you to try to make it go. No, just write what's on your mind, and at the end, we We're gonna read it out loud. So let's see what we come up with.
Y'all ready to go?
Clap it up for yourselves, family, one time. Clap it up for yourselves. This is Memorial Day weekend. I am a United States Army veteran. I spent 9 years in the military. I did 4 combat tours in both Iraq and Afghanistan, and I'm blessed to be here alive today with all of you. It is also one of the hardest times of the year for me personally. Well, I lost over 30-some brothers in combat. Just 2 weeks ago, one of my comrades that I served in Iraq with in 2008 took his life. So, depression is real, suicide is real. What soldiers go through in combat is real. My brother in the back, Brother Leroy, is a VA mental health specialist. So it's brothers like him that has actually helped men like me to overcome the things that we've suffered in combat. So with that being said, I want to do a song tonight in memory of the things we go through not only in combat, but the mental issues we face when we return from combat. And my piece is called The Realities of Combat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's press play. Turn over the South Sergeant Chevy, for days I did cry, fighting a losing war that was built over lies. There were facts in the song that I cannot deny. To death and mental breakdown in my third tour. To make it home alive, the ultimate goal pursuit. Y'all won't believe him anytime, still no IEDs. Miss bullets to the head and nearly silence me. Yo, adrenaline is pumping as the rounds start dumping. Empty shells and 50 cal rounds shot by the hundreds. You're screaming and panicking, my survivor the ruckus. Your buddies and officers, how much you be trusted. In that home white working without a hustle, while on the mission, not a well when he's coming. See, I survived Afghanistan where the tragedy's at, as a witness of realities of combat. This ain't a game, you gotta walk the walk. This is for combat, put in front of a soul. Don't even pray when the soul doesn't work. Listen. Because it's difficult to change and smooth, see some things that psychologically are so bruised. The realities of combat can happen to you. Accustomed to doubts and fears flying over the Atlantic. Flashes of combat is making me post-traumatic. Explode at any moment, mentally breaking habit. I'm at the VA, but worse than a crack addict. I'm hearing lots of noises, so I'm always alert. Deep inside my family doesn't understand the hurt. What I'm feeling from years of combat experience. When I don't get attention, I start to act envious. I can get in violent mode at a moment's notice. When I really need help, and that is so important. Suicide thoughts occur because I seem hopeless, close to death as the youth, the facts are unfolding. I might be a hero, but I do feel alone. You seem lost and forgotten once you return home. Towards hell, tormented with support will be lacking. But I'm a survivor of the realities of combat. Yes, is it possible I can do one more? Sis? I had to get that off my chest, family. I've been feeling down all week. Because thinking about, forget the war, forget the BS, forget the political stuff. These brothers in arms, I call family. Who I put my life on the line, who had my back in combat. Like this wound right here, this real. That's a ricochet bullet from a sniper that nearly killed me at the age of 23. But Allah decided that it wasn't my time to go that day. Because he had a bigger mission for me. I'm nearly 37, I'll be 37 in 2 weeks. In the past 15 years from that incident, I survived 2 more tours of combat. Got a bachelor's degree in IT. Wonderful father to a 10-year-old son who's an honor roll student himself.
Come on, boy.
Amen.
That's right. Come on.
Active and involved in the community.
Yes, sir.
To save more young black boys and black girls than anybody can imagine. See, I don't do black lives, man. I do race first because I love
Race
black
first.
person.
Race first. Black power.
And if you love yourself, give yourself a round of applause. Because at the end of the day, I love being black, being black, being black. I love being black, being black, being black. Say it with me. I love being black, being black, being black. One more time.
I love being black, being black, being black.
I love it. I'm a sister of the struggle.
You already know. Cause I love being black, being black, being black. I love being black, being black, being black. Yo, I love the light, dark and pale, and skin or melanin. My history, these fans are over this low. We are intelligent. I love Martin Luther. I adore Malcolm X. As a black man, I gotta give my sisters respect. You see, we work hard. We all about casting the check. I congratulate when I see you, brother's success. Let's embrace black love and create successful marriages. Strong families and communities that's benevolent. Our people are creative geniuses with sassiness. Also gotta recognize the thuggery and ratchetness. When it comes to my people, I have a tenderness to absolutely enjoy the true black experience. There's a reason why women most copy and duplicated. Y'all are my kinfolk, my black people, we all related. I love when you're black, and ain't nobody changing that. You're the original man, and that's an actual fact. Being black, being black. I love being black, being black, being black. Come on. I love being black, being black, being black. One more time.
I love being black, being black, being black.
Yo, I know we turn up, getting too lit, but petty arguing. Some cook out some successes we all be parted. It was once kings and queens, then they turned us to slaves. Made America home of the free, land of the brave. From the colored warriors that took Barack Obama. To be the black man is truly your distinguished honor. It doesn't matter if you come from the streets or corporate. I consider my people underneath. My associates, y'all are my family. Thanks to see your black women grieving. And these teens are reaching out like a baby is teething. I don't appreciate the stereotypes, the racist comments. I get on my people when they participate in nonsense. Do it out of love, cause I love my brothers and I love my sisters. But I love my children. And you can't convince me to stop representing the black, cause I love my people and that's an actual fact. Being black, being black.
I love being black, being black, being black. I love being black, being black, being black.
One more time.
I love being black, being black, being black.
Check. I love being black, and I love bro, and I love sis, but I love kids. I love being black, and I love bro, and I love sis, and I love kids. Now come on. I love being black, being black, being black. Throw your fist up.
I love being black, being black, being black.
Two more times.
I love being black, being black, being black.
One more time.
I love being black, being black, being black.
Yeah, yeah.
his messages, especially in the Black community. We need more of that energy, so definitely check him out. So right now, I'm going to do another piece, but before I do that, I want to let y'all know that we getting ready to have some fun, y'all. Okay? And I hope I can get a few volunteers that want to come up here and play musical chairs. Now, let me tell y'all something. Right now, y'all can win $10. Y'all can win $10 if you want to come up here and play musical chairs. Who want to play? I got one volunteer. Who else want to play? Come on, y'all know y'all want to win that $10. It's okay. Anybody else? Who else want to play?
Want to make me play by myself?
Anybody else? Oh, I got somebody in the back. I got two people. I need 2 more people, volunteers.
Wait, I want them to wait for this.
Who said wait? I got
Here she
$15.
go.
I love this trophy. Who wants $15? I got 2 people. I got 3 people.
You got one more volunteer right
I got 3 people. Okay. One more person.
Wait, here she comes.
Oh, we need 5 people. Okay, we need 2 more volunteers.
Okay, wait, here she comes.
Okay, y'all come up to the stage. People that volunteer, come up to the stage. I'm gonna get you all people.
Y'all say you can win. Y'all love group. They say y'all love group. She get it. You gotta go before this jail.
We're gonna get this thing started. But before I get it started, y'all gotta tell me where you're from. Where you from?
I represent the near west side.
He said,
But I represent
Near west.
the south side. Because I got my lady living on the south side.
he said, near west.
Near west side. South side as well.
I lived out south for years. Raised out west.
Wait a minute. Ho.
Okay, there are rules, y'all. R.I.P. Say their name like it was your mother, brother, sister, best friend, whose lives were lost. Bullets continue to fly, and at what cost? For the ones who are sent to serve and protect cannot be trusted, as they wave a gun and shout out busted. And the ones who look like you, they're quick to pull the trigger too, even though you have the same hue. Earning street credit that ain't worth a cent. When we shed the blood of one another, what do we represent? For refuge should be found amongst my fellow blacks. We should run together like wolves in packs, but sometimes I feel like a lamb amongst my people. Because they refuse to change their mind and continue in the cycle of the blind, leading the blind as if seeing is illegal. Somewhere between bondage and so-called freedom, we forgot that we are real. God's chosen people. Instead, we call ourselves nigga, selling crack for a quick buck, forgetting how it hurt when they called your daddy a cluck. Long as you can buy designer and shop at Saks, swiping cards to be all that, only to end up all in jail, prison, cage, locked up like an animal. But even dogs got more freedom. While your homies back home drinking codeine until their eyes swivel and pour out this of Henny screaming, free you! Only they're just as bound. For you're only free when your mind is sound. When will they pick up their crowns? See their importance before the hurt. Realize the keys we hold, we cannot be controlled. It's time to come together in love. Fitting together like a snug glove. Coming against oppression, victimization, and hurt. Shaking the nation, it's time for a rebirth. Put down the guns, pick up your Bible. For with the armor of God, you are unstoppable. Reposition your heart that's been hardened by pain. Yes, I know they said your skin was the mark of Cain. But don't you see you are able? A whole country built on our backs, the time has come to stand up now. Not just for yourself, but for one another. Community and pride must be rediscovered. Say their name with the presence of justice in your voice. For if we put down the guns, spirits rejoice. Angels sing at the change it'll bring. Unity in full upswing. Say their names.
Just on the mic, and let's see here. We have a Maru. I believe it's, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this open mic right. We have M-A-R-U-W-A. Maru.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen you before. Don't I know you? And one of you yellow. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Okay. All right. So we'll give you this mic right here. Let me spray this up a little bit. All right. This is a cord mic. Do you need a mic? You want a mic? Okay, I'm going to give you a cord mic.
Y'all ladies back there?
When I was at my grandma's house, some chicken and stuff.
All right.
Thank you.
Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Happy Memorial. Real quick, before I get off into my piece, Memorial Day, y'all know, was started to commemorate the black soldiers who died in the Civil War. I never knew that. I never knew that Memorial Day was actually started by black people. Everybody see this flag up here? This is our flag. It represents black people. 101 years ago, one of the biggest songs on the radio was "Everybody Had a Flag But a Coon." And Honorable Marcus Garvey and the millions of members of the UNIA gave us that flag. August 13, 1920. That's our flag. So what I want to do is I want to do an ode to this flag. It's something that we as black people, we should actually know, like we know the Star Spangled Banner, which celebrated slaves. We should know like the Pledge of Allegiance, because this is ours, y'all. This is something that we should be proud about. We should teach our children about this flag. Will everybody do let's do this the African way. It's called a call and response. I'm gonna say it, and then y'all say it. We feed our spirits, black people. So, match my spirit. If I say it dull, you say it dull. But if I say it with light, y'all give me some light. That's the whole African way, all right?
Okay.
Let's do this.
Whenever this flag is around, and we in the streets all the time with this flag, we do patrols in the communities. West side, south side, South Shore, Bronzeville, Inglewood. Wherever they say that black people are killing each other, we say it's up to us to save us. If we don't do it, it ain't gonna happen. So we out there, whenever y'all see this flag, what we do is we salute the flag, and you salute the flag by throwing your black right fist up. All right? Here's to this flag of mine.
Here's to this flag of mine.
The red, black, and green.
The red, black, and green.
Hopes in its future bright.
Hopes in its future bright.
Africa has seen.
Africa has seen.
Here's to the red of it.
Here's to the red of it.
Great nations shall know of it.
Great nations shall know of it.
Historians shall write of it.
Historians shall write of it.
Old flag of mine.
Old flag of mine.
Here's to the black of it.
Here's to the black of it.
400 million back of it.
400 million back of it.
Whose destiny depends on it.
Whose destiny depends on it.
Red, black, and green of it.
The red, black, and green of it.
Old flag of mine.
Old flag of mine.
Here's to the green of it.
Here's to the green of it.
Young men shall dream of it.
Young men shall dream of it.
Face shot and sell of it.
Face shot shall of it.
Maiden shall sing of it.
Maiden shall sing of it.
Waving so high.
Waving so high.
Here's to the whole of it.
Here's to the whole of it.
Colors brought and pole of it.
Colors brought and pole of it.
Whose destiny depends on it.
Whose destiny depends on it.
Pleases my soul with it.
Pleases my soul with it.
Regardless of what is told of it.
Regardless of what is told of it.
Thank God for giving it.
Thank God for giving it.
Great flag of mine.
Great flag of mine.
Black power, y'all.
Black power.
So now we're going to be going into our feature artist segment. Mark, you can switch places with me. If anybody want to reach out to Abdullah, he's on Instagram. He's on Facebook. Abdullah, you got any cards on you? Do you have any cards at all? Okay.
You got your CDs on you?
Go grab it.
You should have. Yeah, somebody might want to buy a CD.
You want me to 100?
Huh?
All right, so this is our feature artist segment. I'm going to do a poem, and then I'm going to call up. Here's the order how it's going to go. We're going to have Jason that's going to come first, and after Jason, we're going to have... So you kind of sexy. And you tried to entice me with your swag, but I blocked it with my dagger.
the spoken word scene for a little over 20 years. Like most of y'all, we've been all quarantining, so we haven't had a chance to really get out and, you know what I'm saying, bless the people on the mic or even receive the energy that y'all got tonight. So it was just important for me to get back in the scene, get involved. I've been to a few sets and the sets have been off the chain. So listen, if you're looking for somewhere safe to go and to be inspired and encouraged by the word that you may not get on a Sunday night, or a Sunday morning, then make sure you find one of these open mic sets, man. It's going to be a blessing to your heart, man. And so I get to get I think I heard like 10, 15 minutes, so I'm going to do a few pieces, then I'm going to get out y'all way. In this day and age, there's a lot of shoes that's like popping, right? You got the LeBron James, Steph Curry got his own shoe. It's just so many artists, and so many athletes that got their own shoes. But when I was growing up, it was all about the Jordans. And, you know what I'm saying, the Mikes was what's happening. They got so many now that I can't even keep up with the numbers. But just growing up in that genre and to watch us, you know what I'm saying, go into these crazy acts of violence over something as simple as a sneaker, it encouraged me to write this piece. So you go like this. They stood in line for him. Rain pouring, but raindrops won't stop the onslaught as they flock to the front of the line. Shorty say she wear 5 in boys. Finding joy in other shoe lovers that blew dozens of new hundreds on foot apparel, unaware though that they don't really care about the dress code. Too lazy to make new shoes, just put new colors on old ones, call them retros. Watch her let go of her fortune like dreams no longer tangible. What an animal this industry is. Got us convinced that footwear is more important than where we going. So we flow into the malls by the masses, unaware that the masters behind the madness only managed to manufacture 15 pair per store. So now from at least 10 customers, you finna get 15 squares or more. Her frustration builds. If looks could kill, they'd all be dead men. Got a stand-in, empty-handed, with an outfit and a handbag. But the Jordans that she came for no longer in her plans, and she pissed off like Rick Ross getting compared to Criss Cross. Store manager try to call her. She like, brother, get lost. This cost me a whole lot more than some cash. I've been standing here for hours watching time pass. She bats her eyelash, neck rolling, attitude swollen like bunions on top of toes. After a game of bowling, picture the moment. Eyes rolling, she losing control. All for a shoe with a soul, she losing her soul. Shorty was hood probably. Felt like the Jordans took her hood stock up, so she went around from Nike Town to Foot Locker. A good doctor might have diagnosed her expression as just another form of impulse aggression. Leaving there without the mic stone, not even a question. Reached in her purse past the lip gloss to the Smith and the West End. Teaching her lesson. Come on. Poor dead the paper red the next morning. All for a damn pair of Jordans. Racial stuff, a lot of racial tension, right? I mean, we've always known that racism exists, but I think over the last, I would say like 6 months, that reality for us has been more real than ever. And for me, I think the fact that it stretches back so far in history is so discouraging. You would think that as we've progressed as a human race, as a body of people, that we would have come so far from those moments. But that reality is still very real, and so a while back I wrote a piece that simply addressed some of the wonders that I have about the nature of who we are as African Americans and just as people overall in the United States of America. I often wonder how we made it on those slave ships from Africa. Broken down and beaten by average men we were forced to call master. I figure it had to be a miracle. For just an old Negro spiritual to motivate the black man amidst the constant backhands and brutal beatings where the slave whips passed from one hand to the next man, I wonder how that cotton-filled sun was even bearable. Wish I could tell it to you smooth like Jesus in a parable, but this is hardcore, and my hardcore is pity for all my fallen heroes. For the ones who bled and died in the field and wasn't house Negroes. I wrote this for every black that had to drink from a separate fountain. For the ones that didn't receive the recognition of Malcolm but were still counting every lash of the whip, family that was split, nail that was bit from fear, vicious moans that ain't break, wives to be heard crystal clear. I swear I wonder how you made it. Black woman, I wonder how you taught yourself to read and write, along with the burden of the kids you had to feed at night, not to mention that the master had a nasty appetite for sex. Love the way your broken brown body moved in that maid
stage dress, God bless your soul, because we sure don't know how you made it. So we're going to pour libation till we get reparation for every year.
That's right.
I'm talking for every tear, for every lynching action. So many folks want me to chalk it up and forget it happened. Talking about look how far we've come, stick to sports and rapping, but I can't. It's too much at stake. I mean, I walked the path of too many greats who have left their mark, and it's yet to be United States, and I'm in a bad mood. Because every time I mention slavery, I got to hear comments on Hitler and the Jews.
Come on,
As if
man.
the medicine of the strong supposed to heal my wounds, and all I know is that it was for my freedom that Kunti got his feet cut.
That's right.
So while I feel for the Jews, it's just for my people that I speak of.
That's right.
Okay.
But since vengeance ain't mine and these are just the lines of a poem, I'm going to try to move on. This be the skin I was born in. No options, no warning, like God dipped me in chocolate, put hope in my pocket and said, that's the race you joined. I wonder what he was thinking that morning. That my name would make his to-do list. Foolish to think that I would be anything less than great. I'm a black man with black feet.
That's right.
That's right. Got a black gram, I'm a black dad. They want to convince me though that black's bad, now that's sad. And even more so unfamiliar. Last thing I knew bad and black was Michael Jackson in Thriller. Maybe even Muhammad Ali with his gloves on, getting his thug on against Foreman in Manila. But other than that, the ridiculous fact is that we not all killers and drug dealers.
That's right. That's right.
We're reduced to fish fries and chicken dinners. Scared to wear my hoodie with swag because the cop with a badge might kill us for just once. I wish they get to know the real us. See the promise in this brown shade. I never viewed it as a downgrade, but a crown laid upon a few the chosen, the broken. 4,000 of my people left for dead in the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. I know it's thought-provoking, but I be king. Like my checker made it to your side of the board, but they won't report. Choose to ignore that I be so much more than some rim-spinning Timberland purchaser. I be nurturer, my family backbone. 100% pure male, no strap on. I'll be a god in Robin jeans. Dipped in collard greens. I'll be the peace that calmest things. I fall asleep to the bombest dreams. I'll be king.
That's right. That's right. Come on.
Often a poet with a riddle, but I'm also Trayvon with his Skittles. I'm the thief when I speak that believed in God in the middle. I'm bold, black, and beautiful. Every scar to my cuticles. Been spitting bars for years. But to some of y'all, I'm new here. Rest in peace. I got one more. Let me get out your way.
Keep going.
Go ahead, bro. You've been on quarantine.
So man, I guess I'll leave something for my sisters. You know,
Go ahead.
and when I say the sisters, as articulate already, you know, said earlier, a lot of times we always infatuated with your body parts, and you guys are beautiful. It's not our fault God made you look the way that you look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where my fellas at? They can just
That's
sit
right.
there.
That's right. God made something to the black woman better than the black woman I ain't seen.
I feel like it's a lot of bumping heads between the black men and the black women that we need to come together and love on each other. Embrace each other's flaws. Put whatever hurt is behind us, man, and just start to celebrate each other. You see a black man, tell him that he is a king, man, that he is royal, that he is powerful, strong, etc. Brothers, when you see a sister, let her know, man, that, you know what I'm saying, she all that in a bag of chips, and it ain't always about the physical, man, but you are looking into the internal parts of who she is. So, man, just in an attempt to try to, you know, articulate that best I could, I wrote this piece. Black woman, you're the closest thing to God that my eyes have ever seen before. Although I appreciate your beauty, it is so much more the combination of your inner strength and your innocence that moved me to write this. And although your emotions be up and down like a light switch, seem like the longer that your days be, the darker that your night gets, I'm amazed every day at the strength and courage that you fight with, sister. You deserve an Oscar. Your smile bears more healing than the palms of a million doctors. Somewhere there's a star jealous of your shine, a nickel in a piggy bank envious of your dime, a photographer whose camera has yet to capture a shot more divine than you. This piece is well past due. Even more than that is critical. It's about time that the black man in your life let you know that you are so much more than your physical. And any brother that can't see past your hips and your ass is probably pitiful. I know you're tired of the ridicule. Fed up with the halo mama booze and babies. Yo, this mess is crazy. Out of our own mouths we degrade you daily, and yet you still find strength to lace your boots and raise our babies.
Yeah. Say it.
Hold the fort down while your man's away in armies and navies. Sister, you are amazing. From Harriet to Rosa Parks, the building of your structure is even more amazing than that of Noah's Ark. And sister, I know it's hard. And I ain't the only one praying for you, so is God. So I'm gonna need you to hold your head up higher than it ever was. The fact that we need black women is more evident than OJ's leather glove. And I got to a point in this piece when I felt like I had said enough, only to realize it was some broken souls that I still hadn't touched. So I didn't write a love poem, instead spit inspiration for you to hold on. Your physical is weak, but I swear your spirit, man, is so strong. God damn, we've done you so wrong. Hard to fathom how you go on. I pray to God this poem be the rod and staff that you can hold on. I know you're tired and your heart hurts. I came to tell you on your worst day you're sweeter than a starburst. I know you're sexy in your jeans. I want to see your scars first. You be the star on my side like a pair of Converse.
That's right. That's right.
And I know it seems like you've been searching for your king. Steady finding dudes with bling, but not an ounce of self-esteem. Whole lot of nice things, but don't know how to treat a queen. So you done given up on brothers and all the challenges we bring. But I've seen real men change when sisters stay by their side. We have a whole different look, like a car took to pimp my ride.
Yeah.
Hardcore on our surface, we be so broken inside. All the black women in the room tonight, I want to let you know that we need you to survive.
In the name of Jesus. What's up, y'all?
All right.
Yeah.
We here for you.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
When she said it was a clean show, I was like, a little concerned.
But they got that girl shirt in the crowd. You all right?
Through this whole thing. I got my boobs out. Y'all like that?
Yeah. Sure enough. I'm so trying to know who's there.
You a church person, make some noise. Make some noise. See, the Bible says if they be lifted up, I will draw all the men unto me. I need some folks that know the word of God.
Wow.
Ain't nothing worse than a church nigga though. Can I say that?
What's happening, girl?
Pray for me. I'm a cusser. I'm a cusser. I don't curse though. I cuss. It's a big difference.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't no real meaning to cussing. That's all. But cursing is a whole other thing. You said cursing, it's like you ain't nothing, you ain't gonna never be nothing. That's cussing. That's a curse, right? But if I'm like, man, this is a move, it's not right. I hate when church men try to holler at me. They be trying to talk sexy and say and sexual. You know, that's terrible. He was like, can I be Abraham? I was like, why? He was like, because I want to lay in Abraham's bosom. I'm like, that's so terrible. That's the most terrible thing. He's like, you know, I just want to lay out prostrate before you. Why don't you throw that thing in a prayer circle so I can watch as well as pray. What is going on with this mic? Okay, we're going to just shut the Wi-Fi off.
You all right? Come through, my queen. Come through. We here. One time for the people in the back.
Hey, what's up? I just got dumped, y'all. Pray for me. I just got dumped in an open relationship. How you do that?
What?
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Stay open to other rooms.
But, you know, I don't like this. Can I say hoe? Is that true? Does that qualify for cussing?
No profanity, but you can say.
But you know,
You're right.
these hoes get a bad rap. They are some of the most unselfish people on the planet. Let's put your hands together for hoes.
Now,
I'm serious. Hoes is all in the Bible too. What y'all talking about? The Lord told Hosea to marry a hoe. It's in the word. He said go down. Ain't it in the book? Go, watch it. That's right. So we gotta stop, you know, doing that to hoes like that. You know, they are very important.
oh wow.
That's right.
I just look at it like this. They're very sharing. Like, think about it. Something that's real precious to you, right? That you would give it to your neighbor. It's like Uber. It's like ride sharing. That's all. Uber Eats.
Everybody got it.
Everybody, I like that. You stay right here. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But I've been out here dating and trying to find love, and it's been crazy trying to date all kind of men and stuff. So I said, Skip, I'm gonna start dating women.
Woo! Yeah, that's the way to go.
was bypassing all the fruits and vegetables.
Well,
I finally, after 25 years, changed the weight on my license, though. The clap it up for that. That was good. I still have my high school weight. Y'all know that. Y'all know it. Still lying, though, but it's all good. I don't even care. They be like, even 135. I'm like, what? I'm holding water. That's all. Everything water. But anyway, so I tried to date a fat dude. So I said, let me not be so shallow. Tried to date a fat guy. He didn't really work out too well. He was always talking about he busy. I'm like, what, you got a lot on your plate? Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Then I tried to date a dude that was older than me. Anybody like older than me?
Yeah. I like all men.
Oh, she got kids.
Has kids, yes. Has pregnant. I don't give out hoes, I give out pussy. All right, proceed.
He had too many problems. He was getting out of breath going down the stairs. I was like, niggas, your lungs cross. Doing. Went over to his crib. I thought I was an intensive care unit. I said, why didn't you tell me you was on hospice? He had the sleep on bed that was sitting up. He had oxygen tanks. He had CPAP machines. He had the IV thing. I was like, this is crazy. He was like, yeah, I got sleep apnea. He was like, why don't you stay tonight? I was like, I don't know. You need a nurse. You don't need no girlfriend. He kept down like every 2 or 3 minutes. No rest. Stay here. All the noises in there like. This nigga was like.
I know. And one flight, and they lost Let's keep it
soul.
that alone.
Better than mine.
I can't see. It's supposed to be clean soul, clean soul. All right,
Keep it in the
continue.
middle. Okay.
All right, so since it's clean, I had a guy come over and he was trying to hit it and asked me to put my mask on. I was like, you think you can put on the condom? Like, what is you doing? I'm not trying to hit it raw with a mask on. What sense does that even make? I love you too. Stick around. It's crazy. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But I let him hit anyway. Because I wasn't scared. He was like, I'm not trying to get the wrong one. I was like, okay, that's fine, but that's all you scared of? So, but anyway, y'all, I started having symptoms. I was like, oh my God, I know this dude did not just give me corona. I started having symptoms, you know, like itching and discharge. I called him, I was like, bro, like, you for real? And y'all know all the side effects is considered symptoms is corona, y'all. They said if you spend any symptoms, yeah, it's supposed to be corona. So, anyway, you need some water, baby? Don't die on me. Okay. So, went to the doctor, and she was like, Eva, and I'm gonna need y'all to praise God for this. She said it's just corona, it's just chlamydia. I said, thank you, God. She says take 4 of these and you'll be swimming in no time. Now put your hands up at the flag. But before I go, I just need a moment of silence because STDs are serious, and I had a friend who recently passed away from gonorrhea. I know, I didn't even know you could die from gonorrhea. Yeah, but she passed away from gonorrhea because she wouldn't take the treatment.
That's why I don't fuck everybody.
Yeah, it's okay. So, I just want to say, y'all, just give God a moment of silence because watching her go was really, really tough. It was like a slow burn. She just literally just burned it off.
That sounds about right. That sounds
And I
about
had to sing
right.
at a funeral, and I'm gonna sing this and I'm gonna go. They asked me to sing, and I was just like, this girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's just a girl and she's on fire. On fire. On fire. Thank you so much. That's my time. Y'all give it up for my side. Keep over here. Let me tell y'all how y'all can find me. Okay, I recently dropped a couple of singles that's being played on 92.3 right now, and 106.3. It's called Dark Love. You can find me EVA, Rue, RUWE was on your flyers. And I'm also having an amazing show next Saturday. It's called R&B Nights. It's going to be at 2800 West Belmont at Michelle's Ballroom. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have comedy, live singing, burlesque dances, bring your singles. Bring your single girlfriends and we're going to have a good old time. I got pluggers I'm going to pass out to everybody. So make sure y'all follow me. Put your phones out. Put your phones out. Eva, EVA, Rue, RUWE. Thank you.
Give it up for Eva Rue. Even the change over here, y'all know even used to say 65 here with the Holy Ghost.
to the mic. He wants to share you all. So give a warm welcome for Colin. Come on, y'all. We can do better than that. Give him some There you go, Colin.
The cat in the vet cap really pulled something out of me. It's been sitting down here for a minute. I don't know what it was on my way up here. I really felt something from my past just screwing with me, you know, and he hit me right in the chest, so I'm really thankful for that. We talked about it. And that possessed me to just write something off the cuff. So I did. We'll see how it comes out. I never read it all before. So.
But you reading the whole paper portion, not just your portion, right?
No, he just wants to read his portion.
Yeah, it's just a poem. I kind of.
Oh, okay.
Out of me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The streets made me and then betrayed me. I fell on my knees but said, please save me. I found that the love above and on the ground, not the rounds of my nine, would make me whole and sound and whole and sound of mind and spirit.
Wow.
All right.